Okay, in this video, we're going to be going over how to unlock this rod that I have right now currently equipped with Clever Enchant, and that is, of course, no other than the Tempest rod. This rod recently got a buff that made the rod actually worth its high, insane price tag, and we'll be going over all the specs, details, stats, everything you need to know about this rod and why you should probably pick it up. So if you haven't already, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll post notifications, ring the bell, make it go ting. Welcome to a new fish video, and well, this Tempest rod is something special entirely, and honestly, it is such a surprise that this rod, one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive rod in the game at 1.8 million price tag. Like, what? 1.8 million? This is insane. But just to kind of confirm some stats about the good old Tempest rod here, this rod is worth $1,850,000. Its location you can pick it up is, of course, no other than Atlantis, where we are. It has a max KG of 80,000, resilience of 40%, control 0.15, and a luck of 120 with lure speed. Better than any rod in the game at 90%. This thing is just effective in terms of catching fish fast, consistently, and aiding in money making and XP gathering if you have the Clever Enchant like I do. It is now my not only XP grinding rod, but also money making rod. Now, out of all of Atlantis, my favorite rods are the Poseidon rod, the Tempest rod, the Kraken rod. Sometimes I like to experiment with the Zeus rod, but it just isn't really living up to my standards most of the time. But my top 3 rods for Atlantis: Tempest, Poseidon, Kraken. The reason for that, Tempest, I went over some of the details and specs to tell you how amazing this is. But Poseidon has an additional passive that grants you like, as you catch the fish, you get a percentage of that fish's value instantly added to your database of cash. That's pretty amazing. And it has also another passive. We're talking about the Poseidon rod, by the way. That is fantastic with giving you a King's Blessing enchantment that quadrupleizes the fish's value that you catch and makes it huge mutation. I don't know, guys. Honestly, the Poseidon rod is so darn good. I love that rod so much. The Kraken rod, after 50 catches, allows you to get a super rare fish, a secret fish or something of sort. So, I mean, the Kraken rod is great too. I mean, dude, there's just some good rods, but you gotta know which ones are what. And here we are, diving in to how to get the Tempest rod, however. I got videos on how to get the Poseidon rod, Kraken rod, all that up on the channel too if you guys are curious about those rods. But now I needed to make a video and a guide on this rod, the Tempest rod, because it is one that is shining and it is glorious rod. I really love it. So, as I was talking about the cost of this, I think it's the most expensive rod in the game outside the Heavens rod, you know? And, in order to get this rod, you have to complete the Sunken Trials, which are these trials here in the Atlantis area. This is the Sunken Trial. You will notice, guys, I'm going to teach you a super easy way to complete this. You don't need a friend. You don't need anybody. We're just going to jump right to the case, and I'm going to show you guys how to get this so easily. So what you do, there's going to be these symbols laid out here. What you're going to do is stand in front of these symbols, screen cap this on your device, take a photo of it, however you would like. You're going to activate all these symbols. Like, you're just going to activate all the symbols. Once you do that, you're going to go down into the depths where the water area is. You're going to swim down, okay? So I recommend having diving gear. Of course, if you're in Atlantis, you're going to have diving gear. You're going to have flippers, all right? These are essential things you should have already had if you step foot in Atlantis, right? So what you will then do is dive into the water here, and you're going to go down through a slightly subtle maze, nothing too difficult. You're going to come down here. You're going to go through a maze till you find those symbols as well. All right, so the exact way through this maze, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I would just swim around till you find it. You're not going to run out of breath down here, okay? You're not going to run out of breath if you have advanced diving gear. You can kind of take your time and then just swim around till you find the symbols, which should be around here somewhere. I just want to show this to you guys. All right, we are having difficulties in finding the symbols. There is a little arc. This probably means we're on track. And we come right here to another arc. Maybe the arcs have the location. All right, that's where it just came from. Are you serious right now, dude? Of course this would happen to the video. It's like, dude, he don't even know what he's talking about. He can't even find symbols. Just like, shut up. All right, I know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go here. This actually seems like the right way from what I remember. Yeah, here it is. So once you're down here, you're going to press all these symbols in the exact order that you pressed and activated them up above, or vice versa, you know? So that's how, maybe I should try activating these strange symbols, right? So you would press them in the exact same pattern that you press them up above, or vice versa if you press them down here first. I don't know the correct order for that. But yeah, so you can easily do this yourself without having a friends. A lot of people believe you need 2 people for this, although it can help. It's not necessarily the case. And I've always found doing this is a lot quicker if you just kind of do it yourself and screen cap it or something like that. So once you do that, though, it will then activate this room over here. Now, this is the big one, guys. Once this room activates over here, you're 1 step closer to getting the Tempest Rod. You will be able to go in here, and then the Tempest Rod will be right here. The expensive, elusive rod as it is will finally be here for you to be able to purchase. Now, this rod is absolutely insane in pricing, I will agree, but in this video, you guys are seeing this rod in action a little bit, and it's definitely not a bad rod, okay? So right here is the sunken pool. This is the sunken pool, which is one of the places you can fish in Atlantis to get the bestiary completed. This place is really cool to catch some really cool fish. I just caught an Atlantean alchemist, which is a new catch. What? I've caught everything here. How did I don't know. But that be the case. This is a great place to fill out your bestiary because like this is like a koi or something. Like this is kind of like a good XP fish, I think. Let's see how much XP we get. Yeah, it leveled us up. A celestial koi. Yeah, I told you guys. So yeah, you can catch some really good fish here, so do not rid it out. So now we need to talk about the enchantments for this rod. What enchantments are the best? So if you guys are wanting to get experience like me and you want to level up as quickly as possible while you play, Clever is going to be your go-to. I put Clever on this thing, and I was very happy. I've been very happy with Clever, and I have no complaints with Clever being added to the rod. It's been an absolute fantastic addition. Now, if you want money making, maybe Quantum. Quantum might do good for you. If you want to make the progress speed even more insane, you could do Steady, Piercing maybe, or Controlled for a bigger bar if that fits your fancy. But guys, I think you're going to get the most out of this with Enchantment, Quantum or Clever. Honestly, that would be, and even with Clever, you're still going to make money, right? Remember, so it depends. Like, if you're already max level, I'd probably do Quantum, maybe, something like that. You know, probably. But, yeah, a lot of people strongly believe that this is the best rod for level grinding, and I'm with them. I think it's really good. I think this is a good rod for level grinding. Yeah, with Clever, guys, this rod is amazing. Okay, that's just what I'm going to say, and it just makes fishing a lot easier. The progress speeds, you know, like would normally be 90, you can cut it down to like 70, 60 with this thing. So it's kind of crazy. So yeah. A good bait to use with it is Weird Algae as well. This rod just becomes even more OP with that. If you want to make a crazy rod, you could do Hasty Weird Algae. I mean, stuff like that, guys. I mean, it gets crazy, okay? You could do some crazy combos with this rod. So, yeah, get the Tempest rod if you get the money. It's one of my favorite rods in the game, and I will see you guys in the next one.